Not even sure you can hear me, but maybe you can hear me now. It's gonna be a cursed stream, everyone. It's gonna be that kind of day. How is everyone? Welcome. You've made it to Friday. I am your host for this week's stream, The Final Gamer, John. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Hopefully my audio is coming through. Nice. No audio now. There we go. Audio is good now. Hooray. Hooray indeed. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. How are we all doing? Camera needs focus. Don't we all? Sometimes I use my tattoos to focus my camera because I think maybe that's a little sharper. Maybe we're doing a little better. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Here we go. Okay, Friday stream and pose. That was not a pose. I wouldn't know how to fucking pose if you paid me, and some people do. But that's a different thing. Welcome, everyone. Hi John. Sorry about the normative determinism. You know what? We'll get to the normative determinism in a little bit. Listen, you're a bit quiet. Okay. That a little bit. Where are you? Switching back over from the couch stream last week. Things. I'll be real with you, chat, and I don't want to swear here. Things are a little higgledy-piggledy, okay? So just let's all keep that in mind. But yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Good morning, gamers. I forgot to say that, and I feel like that's gonna. I feel like if I don't say good morning, gamers, welcome to the Demon Zone now, someone is going to be clenched for the entire weekend, right? I feel like that's kind of a release for someone to some degree. But thank you, everyone. Thank you. If Wooly and Reggie have a plush, can we get a John plush? Okay, so, chat. I've been doing this job for 10 years, okay? And since then, I have done a lot of like autograph signings. I've released a lot of different stuff. And every time I do an autograph signing, I feel the exact same way. What if no one comes and it's really sad? And all the the con staff are like, "Oh, can I have an autograph?" And that's never happened. Typically with my signings, they tend to go on for a long time. And it getting out of there can be pretty tricky. But I guess I've done some smaller cons where it's like, no, it's only like a couple, like a dozen people or something like that. But no, for the most part, that doesn't happen. But I get scared, and I worry if I release a plush, no one would buy it, proving that I am in fact not popular, and and proving 4chan right, you know. So maybe someday. From Mr. Diesel, we don't need a John plush. We already have a Super Eye Patch Wolf plushie stat. Mr. Diesel, listen, buddy. I'm giving you one of those, okay? Appreciate the subscription, but yeah. What are your thoughts on PlayStation stopping production of physical media of games? I have recorded a short that I may put out about my feelings toward that. My ultimate real feelings are that let this be a lesson to every dumb as fuck console war argument that has ever raged in any web forum. They're all the same. The corporations do not give a fuck. They are not one of us. They are not in our in-jokes. They are... like, all a corporation appealing to you ever is them trying to soak up as much of the market share as possible so that eventually they can dominate the market and pull their own bullshit. Am I even that upset about physical media going away? Not really. I don't use physical media. Do I see it as an objectively bad thing for the preservation of games and our ownership of them? Very much so. Very, very much so. And yeah, it sucks. Rabbit12, thank you for the resubscription. English Ben, thank you for the raid. That's very appreciated. The Drag King Cobra. Hi John, I get to be a stereotype and tell you I won't be here for this stream because I'm on my way to see My Chemical Romance. LMAO, great stream. Look, Drag King Cobra, I don't want to drag you again for being the most predictable person. But I mean, buddy, you're not giving me a lot. No, the problem is you're giving me too much to work with here. Of course you're going to a My Chemical Romance stream. I mean, what else could it possibly be? I saw a bunch of people losing their mind over some My Chemical Romance set or something this week. Chat, what was that about? What was going on there? Ian Carroll 1337. Hi John, recently moved up to Dublin for a job. Any nice cafes or restaurants you'd recommend here? Love the streams, King. Okay, Ian Carroll, welcome to the neighborhood. First of all, if you ever see me, don't fucking talk to me. And then second, Cookie Boy is a amazing cookie import. You can say hi to me if you see me around Dublin. It's cool. People do all the time. I pretend that it doesn't give me an ego boost. It legitimately does. And especially if I'm with someone else, if I'm with a friend and someone's like, hey, can I grab a photo? I love to be like, oh, acted all humble about it. But they know. They know. But, yeah, no. So, okay, Cookie Boy is great. Doom Slice is the best pizza in Dublin. Pie is also the best pizza in Dublin. Both very, very good. Last night I went to Wishbone. If you like fried chicken, exceptional fried chicken there. Really, really good. La Strada is another Mexican place that I really, really fuck with. I like that a lot. I like Tula's burritos, but they've been kind of hit and miss lately, so I don't know about there. In terms of places that do great coffee, Coffee Angel is very good. Ethos. If you want a good brunch, go to Ethos. Exceptional place. And John has too much money. Look at how much he's eating out. Okay. Look. Eating out means a different thing in Ireland. I do have too much money. And I would say that is directly the fault of all of you. You all support me too hard and make what I do possible. So I think a certain amount of that is on you guys, okay? And you know what? I might start writing me eating out. I might start writing my eating out. Oh, god damn it. Yeah. Look, both definitions technically no. No. We're not going there. We're not doing that. I might start writing my restaurant visits off on taxes and start doing food reviews just so I can expense it. John, you're so cute. Thank you, foolish mortals. That's appreciated. Is eating out often notions? I think if you're in a healthy, consensual relationship with a loving partner. I'm sorry. It's too weird. It's too weird. Oh dear. I'm sorry, everyone. It's just that's just what that means in Dublin since I was grown up. John, am I cute? I refuse to believe there isn't a single person in this chat who is not a cutie on some level. Okay? That's no, okay, I can't engage anymore with that discourse, okay? Oh god, okay, no. Is going to restaurants notions? Depends entirely on the restaurant. And the reason for going to a restaurant. Okay, do you know one of the I'm not going to blow up their spot, but I have a friend, right? And they don't know. No, I think they do know. I think I've said it to them. But every year, 6 months from their birthday, exactly to the day, I notice that they take themselves out. They go to a little fancy restaurant. They go see a movie. They go buy a bunch of treats. And I know that that motherfucker is celebrating their half birthday. And I think they know I know. I think I know that I see what they're doing. And yeah, it's yeah. Islander Ludens, why don't you want to say I'm cute, John? I said everyone's cute. Everyone in the chat is cute. Everyone involved in this stream on some level is cute, okay? The cocktails we see on your Instagram serve notions. Yeah. John, you should read Land of the Lustrous. I watched the anime. Anime was super good. I might. Did you guys catch that? Did you guys hear that sub, or was that just for me? Hang on, let me Okay, so that was from Marvelous Cat. Hello, Mr. Eyepatch Wolf. I hope life's treating you well, or as well as it can be. I recently came out to my dad, and it went a lot better than I could have thought. So life's going pretty well for me. That is wonderful, Marvelous Cat. Well done, you. Must have been a scary ass thing to do, and you did it. And I'm delighted your dad was cool. We can't hear. Okay, cool. I might leave it like that for the moment. Please take me over the Friday finish line, John. I need some chill vibes. Okay. I will provide all the chill vibes I can, Snorlaxed, but I will warn you as well. We are going to have to get a little real at some point this stream. But yeah, we'll keep it chill for the moment. Hey, John, any tips for a jiu-jitsu beginner? I'm considering starting BJJ with a friend. I mean, look, just enjoy it. Don't worry about getting better. You're going to spend a year getting your ass handed to you. That's all part of it. Just keep going, and you'll get there. You will improve. How are you feeling about Kenny Omega and CM Punk winning the titles? Kenny Omega, yeah, good. I think that was the right call. I think the AEW main event scene has been incredibly fun lately, and now I get to see Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega at All In, so I'm delighted. WWE, guys, look, I'll be real about WWE. I think I'm just at a stage with that product where like I'm not interested anymore. For a bunch of kind of creative reasons and for a lot of just social reasons as well. I would say the photos of Cody Rhodes handing RFK Jr. The belt was kind of just my, nope, fuck this, I'm done. Am I going to stop watching WWE forever? Probably not. I don't feel like being anywhere near that company or talking about their product or like engaging with them in any kind of real way. If you know how I feel about CM Punk, you can probably extrapolate what I think about him winning the title and just that whole thing. But I'm also I haven't seen the match. I'm not watching the matches. I just don't, just not interested in engaging. And look, I'm not going to say that's going to be forever. It is going to be for the foreseeable future. I just don't feel a connection to that company or product, and I don't like the the political powers they've aligned themselves with. It's not like, if like there's people in power who are like, fucking MAGA or whatever, like, okay, but when you start turning the product into a MAGA product, that's when I really have to start being like, well, what the fuck are we even doing here? Doesn't mean I think any less of a person for engaging with the product or anything. It's just I think just like having a platform and shit, it's just like, this is just not the kind of shit I want to watch, and it's not the kind of shit I want to promote. I understand some people are going to feel different ways about that, but I kind of just got to do what feels right to me. It's also not like, oh hey, everyone in AEW is cool all the time. But AEW is where I feel like kind of pouring my attention right now, and I'd like to get back into New Japan. I'd like to get back into Stardom and just kind of spend my time watching wrestling there. Yeah. Um, I always forgot I have this ability. I use Twitch so regularly. Take my stub. Thank you, Stux Music 87. Appreciate it. Um. What's your opinion on the El Grande Americano run in AAA? See previous statements. Um, Pretty new here. Did you ever comment on Saya Kamitani? Saya Kamitani is one of my favorite wrestlers going on the planet right now. Her match with Mina Shirakawa in 2000, and it was either 24 or 25. I think it was. No, it's 2024. That was my match of the year that year. Saya Kamitani's entrance, I think it was the All Queen Grand Prix, is like the peak of fucking wrestling pageantry in a way that I love so deeply. Have we watched that on Stream Chat? Please remind me. I am late and also the main character. Please explain everything I've missed so far. I mean, for all the streams since the beginning of time, there's so much lore. You're not going to watch one of the best matches in all of wrestling just because it's in a contemporary that's associated with WWE. I'll watch it at some point. I just right now I just don't want to have anything to do with the company. The Black Phoenix one, I think so. Yeah, I think that's the one. Have you read the Garfield comic? We actually looked at Garfield last week on stream, and it kind of fucking ruled. I have not looked at it, or the week before last. Last week we had Rebecca, and she's not coming back this week. It's just, look. If there's one thing the streams have taught me is that Rebecca has proved extremely unpopular with the audience. And I feel bad because I feel like you put Rebecca next to a shining star like myself, and yeah, how is she meant to stand out? And there's been no support for her. No one wants her back, and it's it's not fair. Not true. We miss Rebecca. Okay, well, like there's one person in the chat there saying it, so yeah. So anyway, let's read some more subscriptions. No, I'm not looking at chat. No, I don't. No, that's fine. Oh man, thank you for all the subscriptions, everyone. Okay, here we go from Slimy Miles or Slimy Limey with 100 bits. When's Rebecca going to show up? Okay, well that also clearly is an outlier as well. That's not. I'm just gonna move on. From Mothman Kisser 69, still one of my favorite usernames. I have a rec for a spooky game, September 1999. It's kind of a tech demo-ish horror game, but the sound design is extremely good, and it takes legit 5 minutes to beat. Mothman, I have actually played that game, and yeah, it's cool. The Lakes Moth, thank you for all the gift subs, appreciate it. No Soul, thank you for the subscription. DJ Low 5, have you seen Chainsmoking Cat on Netflix? Oh my god, it's definitely something. I just watched the first episode, like literally like 30 minutes ago. I just watched the first episode of Chainsmoking Cat, and you know what? Look, here's what I'll say. That's a weird fucking show. I enjoyed it. It made me laugh. I thought it looks great, and I like the idea of a show about a cat girl who is just kind of this utter piece of shit. And I just felt like the show was kind of succeeding on the grounds it wanted to succeed on. I actually had a good time with it. I thought it was fun. I know people are kind of talking about it like it's the craziest, most outrageous thing ever. And like, yeah, it's like toilet humor, and it's like gross out and stuff, and that's not normally my shit. I liked the first episode. Did you see how much they rotoscoped on that show? I did not. Um, um, hey, John, do you have a favorite David Lynch movie? Oh, maybe Mulholland Drive, but mine ultimately. But like, I love Eraserhead as well. I've never seen Inland Empire. Blue Velvet, kind of like, yeah. Fire Walk with Me, possibly. Gun to my head right now, Mulholland Drive. Are you hyped for the July sumo tournament in a couple of days? Coral C6, I fucking can't wait. I cannot wait. I am so excited. Let's go, Aura. Let's fucking go, Aura. I hope Ashiko Ryu is back from injury as well. But yeah, I'm very excited. Amisir with the 50 something super chat. What spooky games are we playing tonight? You should play any of the Haunting Ground, Look Inside. Okay, so I've played Haunting Ground, played Look Outside. I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's. Creature Kitchen, Decimative Drive, The Deadies. Okay, we might do a little scout around for a spooky game later. Record Die Wooly, a 100% vegan diet. Keep it in the holster. Interesting. Poughkeepsie 1. Hey, John, have you seen the new Ghost in the Shell? Okay, I did see the new Ghost in the Shell. And okay. I feel the same about the new Ghost in the Shell the way I do about the old Ghost in the Shell movie, okay? I love how it looks, and I don't feel especially connected to the story. Love how it looks. Gorgeous looking show. But, like, did the story hook me, and was I, like, you know, invested the entire time? Not really. No. Like, I felt like it was kind of, I didn't think the pacing was great, and I didn't feel really hooked into that world. Now, am I going to watch episode 2? Abso-fucking-lutely. And do I hope I end up eating these words? 100%. Because it is such a gorgeous looking show. To me, it kind of looks like a show by like one of my favorite artists, Blackie Junk Gallery. It kind of looks like a show in their style. So, yeah. Yeah, the pacing of the first episode was fast. It was so hard to connect. It needed 2 watches for me. Yeah, but like I'm gonna keep watching it because like yeah, that is easily one of the most gorgeous shows out this year. But now that said, if you want to talk about potential anime of the year, guys, young ladies don't play fighting games. The first episode, mwah, beautiful. Exactly what I could have wanted. The like direction is interesting. It looks great. The voice acting is phenomenal. It's funny. It has great editing. It's just everything I could have wanted. And I am so like, and it's not just like the idea of the show. Like, it's not just the fact that it's about fighting games. The actual like construction of the show is beautiful. Like, it's really well done. It's really funny. Like, I laughed a bunch of times during it, and that is kind of what I am what I'm liking. Like, I see people in the chat being like, of fucking course, and like I get it. I understand. Aside from the fact that I like the subject matter, it is a great show. Like, it's really, really good, and I'm just very excited to watch more of it. Jadugar. Jadugar, though? Okay, I haven't looked at Jadugar. But maybe let me take a little look here. Jadugar. Oh, yeah, I actually did scroll by this thing today. I know you guys can't see. Give me one sec. Jadugar, a witch in Mongolia. Okay, let's just vibe here a little, chat.
to restructure. Okay, here we go. Let me just pull this up. Here we go. Now you guys can see the video not loading. Oh, there we go. Okay, nice look to it. Really nice look to it. The echo chamber, double sound, my bad. Let's... Oh, what is happening? Sorry guys, everything is a little fucked up, but that should be better. And hopefully we're good now. Okay. Echo, no sound. Oh, fuck, sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna be mute for a second, chat. So, Okay. This is gonna take a little bit of replugging and whatnot. So get rid of this.
Guys should be hearing me again now. There we go. Now let's add the sound back in. I think I've become a competent enough streamer to make real tech. We play this. Now, chat. We all good? You got trailer sound? Trailer sound? Normal, but now low. Up, I could. Perfect audio, better. Okay. Yeah, nice looking anime. Are people telling me that the first episode of this is really fucking hype? Is that what I'm hearing, chat? Is that where we're landing here? I like the look of it. Okay, I might check this out tonight. This looks a bit like Kaiba. Yeah, I feel that. Okay, switching back over. Should hopefully... Oh, that's not working. Here I am. Okay, so guys, listen. We gotta have a little talk about some stuff. I'm gonna raise the table here. Okay, so let me just adjust this a tiny bit. There we go. That's feeling good. I like this composition. So, guys, I have a semi-final update on the eye patch situation that has dominated these streams for the last couple of months, and there is some good news and there is some bad news, and so I'm just gonna kind of go through it. So basically, I went to see a surgeon on Monday, and he basically what he told me and confirmed with me is that I have a semi-detached retina. That's what's been happening with my eye, and that's why I haven't been able to see out of my left eye, and that's why my eye has been so kind of fucked up from whenever like I get kind of light shining in it. So like last week I did the stream with Rebecca. I didn't wear my eye patch because I wanted to be able to like see her as we were streaming, and it took my eye probably about 2 days to get like proper sight back in it. And so this Wednesday I'm going in for surgery, and I'm going to be getting my like retina kind of reattached or fixed or whatever. And this is not a super simple surgery. It's pretty intensive, and it looks like that there's going to be a about a 2 to 3 week recovery time, and that sucks. So I'd say that there won't be a stream next week because I will likely be too fucked up from the surgery. I'm gonna try and come back the week after that, but it really just depends like how messed up I am after the surgery. So that's the good news. Like, no brain cancer. I'm not dying. There's nothing wrong in a fatal way. The bad news is that this is gonna like push back the production of the new video a little bit. I was hoping to get it out by the end of this month. It's probably gonna be sometime in August now, which like fucking sucks. And I find that really frustrating because like I took some time off to go to Japan earlier this year with the understanding that I could just get back home and just blast out this new video, and now that's not happening, and that's just so fucking frustrating. And I feel like YouTube sometimes, it is just this curse of releasing videos slower and slower and slower, and it's a pain. And I know people are like, you know, nice about that. I know people are cool about that, and it's always kind of like, I never feel pressure from you guys to release videos. It's just by my own standards. I hate the fact that like it takes so long sometimes. I think the video will be fun. Like, I'm really enjoying where it's at and stuff, but yeah, it's a pain. So that's the bad news. But there is like fuck. There is some worse news, I guess. And this isn't really gonna affect any of you guys or anything, so it's like it's not like a huge thing. But so basically I had a talk with this surgeon, and I was kind of talking to him, and I was like, okay, cool. So like, when can I go back to fighting, you know? And what he kind of looked at me, and he was just like, your fighting days are over. Like, you can never fight again with this injury. And he kind of explains that what the surgery is going to do is that it's going to restore my vision, and what it's not going to do is like reinforce the retina or make it less susceptible to future tears. And pretty much what he's saying is like, if your retina detaches again, there is no guarantee that we would be able to fix it if like the tear is worse or something like that. And so like I was like really like in disbelief about that, you know what I mean? And I kind of searched around online, and like I asked people, like I got second opinions and just all this kind of shit. And yeah, it seems the injury I have, like, the UFC doesn't let people fight with detached retinas. Like, that's how kind of serious this is. It's funny, I was actually reading the manga Strike It Rich, which is about MMA girls, and the main character in that, this is like chapter 1, this is not like a spoiler, her MMA career is ended by the same injury I have, you know? And you know, like, as for like what did it, I think the answer to that is about 20 years of combat sports. And I'll be real with you guys, like, it's fucking devastating, you know? Like, fighting is so much about it's so much how I process things, and it's so much about how I understand the world. And it's like knowing that I'm like I can't do it anymore, like in any capacity, like BJJ or like boxing or just anything. That is really, really tough. That is one of the most difficult things I think I've ever had to really kind of get my head around, you know. And I'll be talking about this like in various places, so you might hear me repeat some of this again. So apologies if you do. But I think like what I'm really thinking about is like I do find people tricky. Like I feel understanding people is hard. You know what I mean? And I don't always get what I feel like is a kind of shorthand that other people have, and so like I just find social engagements, especially like with strangers or people I don't know, like I find that difficult. And what's always kind of made sense to me is fighting. Fighting to me is like the simplest thing in the world. And that's not to say like I'm especially good at it, but one of the ways I most understand people is like, when I fight them and I can feel like what they're like. And like, when you fight people, you can really get a sense for like how confident they are, how like insecure they are, how thoughtful they are, how like, analytical or calculating or driven they are. And I've always really loved that about it. And the fact that I'm never going to be able to experience another person like that again is really like profoundly difficult. And it's had me like pretty down. I think, like the day I found out, like I just went to bed and just could not do anything for the rest of the day. And then I actually did end up going to fentanyl, and I was pretty sick, which is good because I probably shouldn't have been rotting. Um, and like, I knew this was like always on the cards. Like I'm 40 this year. Like I wasn't gonna be able to fight fucking 4 times a week forever. I just didn't think it would come this soon. You know what I mean? I thought that the end to my fighting would be like my body slowly breaking down in a way that was very like foreseeable. And it's just kind of devastating that it's over. Like I never thought that like the end of fighting would be a little man in a small room telling me I can never do it again. You know what I mean? And like, oh, I've been through like so many kind of different permutations with this, and it's like there's a part of me is like, well, how bad do you need this is how fucked up it is. There is a part of me that has legitimately thought at multiple times over the last couple of weeks, how badly do you legitimately need eyesight in both eyes? You know? Because, and I know that might sound crazy to people, but again, to me, like fighting, it's like a perception. It's like a sense. It's like a way of experiencing the world. And knowing that I'm not going to be able to perceive it like that again. I feel like that fucking guy who's banned from the DMT dimension by the machine elves. Have you guys seen that story? This dude who like kept going doing drugs to hang out with the machine elves, and now he's like, I've been banned. I'm banned from the DMT dimension. And I swear to God, that is something like how I feel, because just, oh man, like I always think of like coming out of training and like win, lose or draw, whatever it was, just like coming out and feeling like I have just left it all in on the mat, and that like I've pushed myself as far as I could, even if I got my fucking head beat in. And the idea that I'm never going to feel that particular feeling again is so hard. And I know that there's other stuff that I could do, but it's never going to be fighting. It's never going to be boxing. It's never going to be rolling. I'm never gonna land. I'm never gonna land like a good cross counter on someone again. I'm never gonna feel what it's like to sink in a rear naked choke. And I'm never gonna feel that feeling of where you can't quite get under the chin, but it's okay because you believe in your own arms and you just fucking crank it on the face anyway, and you get the tap that way, and that feels fucking incredible. Like I'm never. That shit's just kind of gone, and it's really hard. It's really, really hard. At least you got to feel it at all. Very true, Cat Boundary. Very true. Like, there's this fight in Grappler Baki, and it's Retsu versus Pickle, right? And Retsu is this guy who has dedicated his entire life to Kung Fu, and his entire world is Kung Fu, and he loves it so much, and he believes that it's so much better than karate, and he just cares about it like to infinity. And eventually he faces Pickle, and Pickle is a caveman. He is a frozen from the prehistoric age, who used to like fight dinosaurs and all this kind. He's just this physical monstrosity who's just like wiping out everyone. And Retsu fights him, and with horror, he realizes that his kung fu is completely ineffective against Pickle. And it's this horrible dismantling of his own identity. And it's devastating for this guy. It's his entire reality coming undone. To the point that, like, he's fighting Pickle, and the only technique he can rely on is like the windmill. It's like this thing. He tries to do that because his martial arts have abandoned him. And then right at the end, Pickle is going in for the kill. And he remembers that there's this one kung fu technique that isn't going to beat Pickle, but is going to let him survive this fight. And it's this big picture of Retsu's kung fu coming back to him. And Retsu's kung fu in his own mind takes the form of this big golden version of himself. And he reaches up and he hugs his own kung fu. And his kung fu hugs him. That's kind of where I feel at with martial arts right now. And it's like, I can't do it anymore, I just can't. I can't do it. But I'm so fucking glad that I got to the level I'm at. And like, to be really, really clear, the level I'm at is like Basement King, okay? And what I mean by Basement King is this term from fighting games where you are better than everyone you know, like in real life, but dramatically worse than anyone who takes the sport in any way seriously. That's me. Like, good enough to put a hurting on like a normal untrained person, but like, yeah, if you put me in there with like a pro grappler or a pro boxer, I'd just get demolished. But I'm still really proud of like the level of competency that I did reach. And I took a lot of pride in like being able to show new people like what Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu could do, or show what boxing could do, or what Taekwondo could do, or just, any of that stuff. And like, I'm so, like, even with the damage to my eye, and even with what I'm kind of losing from this, it's like, I'm just so fucking glad I did it. I am so fucking glad I poured so much of my life into learning this shit, And so, like, look, what I'll say is, like, okay, I have two things to say. And part of it I want to say to other martial artists, people who roll, people who fight, people who spar, You never know when your last one's going to be. And so just appreciate it. Appreciate every round, even if you get your fucking shit rocked, even if you get choked out in 2 seconds. Like just appreciate it, because you really don't know when your last one is. You know the fucked up thing. You know the really fucked up thing. My last session in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, I went in there and it was like a morning class, and like granted, the morning class is generally filled with people who are a little more casual, not people who are like doing it competitively or like taking it really seriously. And I had 6 matches, six rounds. I didn't get tapped out. I tapped out every other person in there, 6 in a row. Never happened to me before. Never gonna happen to me again. That was my last session, and I had no fucking idea that that was going to be my last session. Now, just to be clear, again, to put my own ability in context, I could have rolled up to the evening class or the advanced class and got just annihilated, because the tier of monster that had like, and like, so granted, this was this the school I go to is pretty advanced, and there are like a lot of cage fighters and a lot of like pro grapplers who kind of go there, so like it is a high level. I get smoked in those classes, but in this one class, yeah, like I got a lot of wins in a row, and it was like, it felt amazing. It felt so good. It felt like, and like I'd been doing private lessons, I'd been developing butterfly guard, I'd been developing gift wrap, I'd been developing my rear naked, and I was able to implement every one of those lessons and get some really cool. I got some heel hooks, and like, oh, it was fucking so sick. And I couldn't believe it when I realized like that was my last session. That was the last time I was ever going to be able to do it. And so yeah, like, look, to the other martial artists in like the chat or just watching at home, like, just please go out and have some good rounds for me. Please do me the honor of fighting your best and enjoying it. I'm not even going to say win. I don't give a shit if you win, but just enjoy it, because at some point you just never know when it's your last. The second thing I want to say is to people who don't do martial arts, and yeah, I guess, like, if you've heard me talk about martial arts and like specifically fighting, the reason I usually say fighting as opposed to martial arts is because the shit I really care about is when you're against someone else, when you are boxing or grappling or striking against a resisting opponent. That's the shit I care about. And I know a lot of people think like, oh, I'd love to do that, but like I don't want to get punched in the face, or I don't want to get hurt, or I don't want to do anything. Fighting doesn't hurt, okay? Life hurts. Fighting is an escape from that. And once you get used to it, there is such power in realizing that getting punched in the face isn't that bad, or that getting choked unconscious isn't that bad, or getting armbarred or having to tap out. None of it matters, because afterwards you just keep going and you just get back up and it's fine. And then the next time you encounter something hard in normal life, you're like, oh wait, that doesn't matter, because it's not as bad as getting fucking smashed by some 6'2" lunatic who holds the rear naked on you just a couple of seconds too long. It's fine. You can get your ass kicked and it's fine. And so look, if you've listened to me talk about martial arts, or you've listened to me talk about like fighting, and you've ever thought like, man, maybe I would like to give that a shot, but shit, I don't know. This is your fucking sign, okay? I would consider it a personal favor if someone watching this gets into martial arts because of this specific stream and lets me know about it in the future. Just go fucking do it. So yeah, it's been a really hard 2 weeks. Or it's been is it 2 weeks? Yeah, it's been a really hard 2 weeks. But okay, hang on. Let me pull something up here. That's not the right one. feel like Google has changed its shit and it's all garbage now. Okay, so you know what this shit is, and it always comes back to this, right? It's this. It's the Berserk. Um, it's the Berserk beat. Okay, and specifically, what I mean by that is like this is my favorite page from any comic ever. Okay, muted. Not muted, just wasn't speaking. Okay, okay, yeah, okay, cool. This is my favorite panel from this is my favorite page of any comic ever. This might be my single favorite like instance of media. And the reason for this, right, is that you have Guts, okay? And at some point, Guts is like this loner born into the world. He's this fucking like, his mother is already dead when he's born, and he spends his childhood with people who do not love him and people who do not care about him. Then eventually, he finds himself in the Band of Hawk with Griffith and Casca and everyone else. And for the first time, he actually finds that he is surrounded by love, that he has people, that he is in this scenario where his life just makes sense. And then he loses that. He doesn't have that anymore. And it is completely devastating. Everything that he relied on to make his life meaningful disappears. And you're kind of looking at this dude and you're like, how can this man ever be happy again? And then maybe like 200 chapters later, we arrive on this page. And what is it? It's Guts, and he's looking out at his new crew of people. He's looking out at his new friends and his new family. And he looks at Casca, and she's okay, and she's happy, and she's still kind of fucked up in a bunch of ways, but she's smiling, you know? And he gets that look in his eyes right here. And this to me says you can always be happy again. You know? No matter like how kind of settled you feel in a certain position of life, and no matter how devastating it feels when that thing goes away, if you just keep going, you will eventually find yourself in a position where you look out and it's this fucking panel right here. And so where I kind of feel right now is I feel like I'm a bit I feel a bit post-eclipse Guts, you know, a bit like fuck man, I had this thing that was so meaningful and that I loved so much and that like cured my anxiety and did all these amazing things for me personally and physically, and now that's gone, and now I don't have that anymore. And like, look, not to sound like not grateful for everything else I do have. I'm in an extraordinarily lucky position in life with or without martial arts, and like I know that. But martial arts was so much about what made life made sense, and I don't have that anymore. But I do believe I'll get there eventually, and I'll figure something else out, and you know, I'll be happy again. I'll find a way. But yeah, it's just a lot, guys. Life is always so much, you know. Um, You will always be happy again, but it will be different, and that's okay. From Tristan Wood, and yeah, that's basically Berserk, right? That is what it is. Um, for Is it weird that I just got if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough stuck in my head? Glad you and Wooly got to spar before this. You know, I actually sent Wooly a message when I've got this news. I sent him a voice note, and it was specifically like, "I am so glad we got that spar before this happened, and I'm so glad I got so many fights before this happened." You know, but yeah. Thank you for the page. That was needed. You are rad. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. A Mary Azer. I would say my credit in that page's construction is pretty minimal, to be honest with you. But yeah, thank you, Kentaro Miura. But yeah, no, I get you, and the course. Do you think you could start people teaching people martial arts, engage with and grow with the passion for the people? Tom Dog's tropes, maybe. I don't feel like I'm good enough to coach people in martial arts. Again, like basement king level. And like I've been doing it for 20 years, but like I feel like that's nowhere near enough to coach like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I did get pretty handy at boxing in the last like year and a half, like much more so than what people saw in my fight with Wooly, but yeah, we'll see. Um I wasn't expecting to be this emotional at 9 a.m. Yeah. Retiring undefeated against Wooly is a fun element. Boy, is it. Guys, it's. Fuck, man. It makes me sad thinking about how, like, I'm never going to learn submission wrestling. I'm never going to learn sumo, you know? Because like, yeah, look, cards on the table. A sumo video is coming. It is looming. You can't stop me. But a part of it is I wanted to learn sumo, but I guess I guess I already had that one sumo match, so that's something. Um, uh, um, Hey John, hey John, you really motivated me to try things. I ended up not liking it because the people, but I did find a poll and I love that. So thank you. No worries, Technicolon. Only found your channel a year ago and I got to catch up on. Take your time with the videos. Good luck with the surgery. Thank you. No, I appreciate that. John, I had double eye surgery a couple of months ago, back and losing eyesight and having to learn to live with being disabled or limitations is tough. Please get mental help and take care of you. I'm okay mentally. Like I'm good. I will pretty frequently do therapy when I need it. We're not quite at that. This is just. I think a lot of what I'm experiencing right now is just raw ass grief as opposed to something else. You gotta have that feng shui engine implanted. Oh, please. I don't know if it's any comfort, but I never would have started BJJ without your videos. That is definitely comfort. I can't even begin to pronounce your name. HF Sojio, but yeah, no, I appreciate that. I couldn't do taekwondo anymore because my gym closed. I felt like I could no longer speak a language I'd practiced for so long. My situation isn't even severe, but I really do miss it. Sorry, John. Thank you, Alabas Maxman. I appreciate it. The memory of getting your head knocked off will always be a blessing. Oh man, it really will. I'm sorry your ass is raw and you're experiencing grief. Thank you. This wouldn't be my first time experiencing grief, but it is a different kind of grief. I think HEMA style fencing would be something at least looking at. Um, I've heard oscular injury is a risk far lower than hand-to-hand martial arts, and would still. Yeah, I've actually thought about it. I've actually been thinking about like what are the big candidates that I could take up now that I'm not doing like fighting, I guess. And I have a couple. So fencing could be one, because that's probably the closest I can do to fighting now without any risk to my eye. Powerlifting is one. I actually had a powerlifter get in contact, and she was very like, "No, you should try this. It's cool." And then maybe looks maxing. What about looks maxing? Could I do that? Could that become a thing? Chat, is that could I do that? Was that is that a normal person thing? Is that a road to ruin? No looks maxing. Hammer those cheeks. You got to hammer. John, you already look like you do that. Thank you, Proxy Fox. Yeah. Sorry to hear about your loss of fighting, John. Have you considered climbing? Climbing is another thing I'm considering. Rinkfups, thank you for the subscription. You're already looks max, John. I think people think I'm already looks max because of like a very specific lighting setup I have here. Yeah, I feel like if the lights. Hang on, let me turn off the lights for a second, and people can see what's really going on. Behold the ravages of time. You already look like a plumber who doesn't wear ties. God damn it. Bisexual. My lighting can only do so much. Yeah, maybe looks maxing is a good idea. Oh, the brutality of some of these chats. Oh god, he's hideous. See, I knew it. This would be. I knew this would be the reaction. Gotta love bisexual lighting. It is a blessing for sure. Never blame yourself. Learn feng shui and blame the future. Maybe you could find new meaning in the Bible. Well, I guess I'll have to. Fucking Wooly, goddamn. Without the lighting, bro looks like Ralph Bakshi from Ren and Stimpy. Guys, come on. Defo 40 now. Oh man, come on. Wasn't there some guy losing his fucking mind over the Halo remake having bisexual lighting? Really? Hey John boy, can I say you're my favorite Dante Solid Snake hybrid? Thanks for being a good nerdy man. Stay strong, brother. You lived through anything. Thank you, Felipe Paulo. Appreciate it. Overexposure light makes him look like Jeff the Killer. Uh-oh. Looks like the secret's out. Builds a community of goblins. Act surprised when they goblin. Okay, yeah. So there was a discussion on my Discord recently. I kind of put out a notification about some of this stuff, just letting people know what the deal was. And someone floated the idea of having like a John appreciation week, and then someone else was very quickly like, John would fucking hate that. And it's true. I can't do compliments. So that's it. So yeah. Fan art is my favorite thing. And not necessarily of me, but like of just the streams or iPatchWolf stuff, or that's the stuff that I like. Yeah. He would be a great dancer. So, okay, legitimately, I don't think this is what I'm going to do, right? But there was a friend of mine who had a stripper pole in her apartment, and she like showed me some like stripper moves and asked me to try them. I have fucking core strength for weeks. I could do every one of them. There was a natural talent there, chat. I'm just saying that the points I have poured into my physical makeup transition beautifully to stripper pole moves. All right? I don't feel especially passionate about becoming a stripper or anything, but I'm just saying the potential is there. Do you ever just have a massive amount of talent in something that you don't care about? Well, let me tell you about me and stripping. Or at least pole dancing, I guess. It'll be your new passion, I guess we'll see. John, don't do it. You'll eat shit way harder than you ever did in BJJ. I believe that. I believe that. I'd say eating shit for like pole dancing fucking sucks. Hey John, just checking in. How's the Garfield suit? Give me a sandwich. The Garfield suit is doing just fine. Wooly has a chance to do something very funny this month. I think Wooly has gotten his fucking chuckles out of recommendations, guys. Okay? I think he has pushed the format of the show to the limits, and now it is up to me to respond, and respond I shall. How? That's for me to know, and the rest of you to find out. I can't imagine the embarrassment. Oh shit, did that disappear? God damn it. Yeah, it's gone. Who even really needs depth perception? Yeah. So like that is the thing. At least when I get through the surgery, I will like have my vision back, which will be nice. But yeah, guys, that's kind of where things are at. That's why there will be no stream next week. And I will try and come back the week after that. It might not be a full stream, but I do love streaming, and I would just like to keep it going because like the streams have been great, videos have been popping off, people have been here, and I appreciate it. Did you manage to get used to seeing from behind one eye, like behind the eye patch, or do you have your eye closed? Well, like I only wear the eye patch when I'm like in front of lights like this. That's why you guys see me like this 100% of the time. I don't always wear them. Most of the time, it's just dealing with blurred vision as opposed to like no vision in that eye. B4K, don't feel silly for saying it's a hard choice. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you made the choice to prioritize your health, but no one should get shit for saying it's hard. Sorry for the news. It's okay. I don't feel bad about that particularly. Tong Talks Tropes, you should lean into it and show the next Versus Wolves ep in the Father Ted cosplay. We'll get there. I watched your evil attractive video, Tom Talks Tropes. Good shit, my friend. Great editing. Yeah, very good editing. But yeah, very good video in general, but I was just struck by how solid your editing was. Okay. Guys, I'm sick of being sad. And so now I think I just want to play some survival horror. Whoop. You know what? Let me grab a controller real quick. Here we go. Damn, room looks comfy. Room's pretty comfy. Only thing is, it's fucking still boiling hot in here. I saw some people saying I was weak for complaining about 23-degree weather. Guys, you gotta understand, this is 23-degree weather with 2 boiling hot lights in a completely sealed room with a PC outputting tremendous heat. It's your 23 degrees and my 23 degrees are not the same. Hey, have you talked about Genshin Attack yet? Oh, fuck. You know what? Give me 1 second here, chat. I haven't even watched this trailer yet. I probably should have watched it before retweeting it. So look, I don't know if people saw, but old Super Eye Patch Wolf is in Genshin Attack. This is my train with the design they did for me. I'll show the design in a second. It's so fucking sick. Yeah, available July 15th. No way. Yeah, so there's an Eye Patch Wolves train. Hang on. Let me pull up the right. Also just gonna give a shout out to Starfish Draws. What happened there? Also just gonna give a shout out to Starfish Draws, who did this portrait of me, which is so fucking good. Like, thank you for making me look so attractive, Starfish Draws. Thank you for making me look like people think that I look. It's so cool. But yeah, let me just pull this up real quick. Um, mm, 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 mm. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I get so many messages from people. Hmm. Okay, got it. Here. So this is the Eye Patch Wolves design for Genshin Attack. We got Crow on the left side here. I think this is Crow for the top view. And then here we have Kim and Crow. So fucking sick. So cool. The artist Soaps just nailed these designs so hard. And it was just amazing. I really want to work with Soaps on a piece of merch because I just feel like, I mean, look at it. For fuck's sake, it's incredible. Um, just a really, really talented artist, and
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
so yeah, really, really cool stuff. So sick. Yeah. Oh, actually, guys, you know what? I did want to do a little dip into Planet Fan Art because we got something pretty special in the pipe recently. Okay. You have voice lines too? No, I have not recorded voice lines. Just I don't know. I feel like my voice wouldn't super lend itself. I don't know. I guess I could do it, but imagine a street train. I'm a train! There, they can use that if they want.
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
Tom Talks Tropes, I am confusing you with Daryl Talks Games. Apologies, buddy. Sorry, you're completely right. But I have watched your videos as well. Unless I am still confused. Two lines, and it's just like, oh god! Oh fuck! Oh god! How do I steer this train? There, they can use that. John is switching from martial arts to being a train. Look, it's the logical progression, right?
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
I don't know why that chat box.
Nebula Coffee 74656. Hi, soon to be eye patchless wolf. Hope the surgery and recovery goes well. Really gutted to hear that you won't be able to fight anymore. I got a question about how to with being perceived on the interwebs. I recently
Please become a voice actor. I don't know. I don't know if that's. You know, I look. I actually do like a lot of the times people send me like indie video game voice reads, and I'll do them for free because they're just indie video games, and sure. So maybe someday. Um. My dad. Okay. So we got it here. So basically, a few years ago, I told a story on Wooly versus podcast. Wooly will figure it out. Um, and someone animated it in a way that that genuinely like blew my mind. I was like,
My dad
what
fucks with me.
what is
So
happening?
hard.
Here. Okay, guys, just check this shit. I wanted to just check that you guys can hear the sound here.
My dad fucks with me so hard.
Okay.
You know, this is
Sound or no sound? 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 Sound. Okay.
my dad fucks with me so hard.
Okay.
You know, this is the man who, like, one time he brought me hiking up a mountain for like 4 hours, and he was like, they actually opened up this restaurant at the peak, and I was like, are you fucking serious? He's like, yeah. And I was like, what could they do? And they do like burgers and stuff like that. And so I was like, I think he's fucking with me. And so, like, we're going, and like, this is like, he doesn't tell me how long this hike is, and it's like, you know, 1 hour, 2 hour. I'm getting real hungry. So this restaurant, what kind of stuff does that? And like, he's like, yeah, they're just kind of specialty burgers. As far as I'm aware, it's this husband and wife duo, and they just wanted to try out this kind of pop-up shack, and enough people went to it that they kept it open. It's a bit expensive, but it's fine. I was like, do they do milkshakes, Dad? And he's like, yeah, they actually do milkshakes. Now, they only have strawberry and vanilla, but if you ask them, they'll mix them together. Strawberry, vanilla milkshake. And so we keep walking. It's like 3 hours, and I'm fucking hungry at this point. And they're like, I want you to imagine a graph, and there's a correlation between how hungry I am and how much I believe him. And so we break 4 hours, and I'm fucking tired. My thighs are burning. And he goes, it's actually just over this ridge. I'm like, holy shit. I can't wait to eat these burgers and eat this milkshake. And we get over the ridge. There's this fucking stone hut that's been burnt out since the Copper Age. And he goes, like, with sincere disappointment on his face, he just goes, oh, I guess they closed. Then he did something I'll never forget. He takes out of his pocket a banana. He peels it, he breaks it in half, and he hands me half a banana. You know what I did, Willie? I ate it because I was very hungry.
Yeah.
And then you know what we did? We turned around and we hiked 4 hours back to the car. That is the man you met.
That's the man.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is who he is.
All right.
Chris Cosentino, thank you so much. That is some of the coolest shit anyone has ever made for me, and I love it so much. I mean, fucking quality here. Like, this had to have been like an end of year project or something. This is gorgeous. Like, yeah, like, and I have received some mind-blowing ass fan content in my day. This is like top 3. This is incredible. People saying, why does it sound like iPatch Wolf ASMR? The reason for that is that when me and Rolly recorded this podcast, it was at 2 a.m. and we were both.
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
That is loud. We were very deep into a bottle of whiskey. Yeah. EB Burns 91 sucks about no more fighting. Keep it on. Oh, I will. I'm good. Have you seen Human Vapor yet? It's a good brain turn off show. So let me. Oh, this is one of them Netflixy. Yeah, I might check it out. As for right now, it is time to... I can't remember the name of this game. Phase 0! Okay, I thought it would maybe, like, fit in a little better. Yeah, let's phase some zeros, motherfuckers. You ever try a strawberry vanilla milkshake somewhere else? I've tried a couple. John, what you think about the new Virtua Fighter? Are you excited? Very excited. Very, very excited. Love Virtua Fighter. Virtua Fighter is the most fighting game. That's the thing I always say. Zach here, chat. I know of visual. I am visual. And Phase 0, everybody. That con. Off chat. Okay, never played this before. Don't know what's coming. Apparently it's pretty cool. Apparently it's pretty horror-y.
Phase 0.
Flint Peak, 1994. Oh, damn! It's not good. Not good. Oh, shit, okay. Okay, guys, listen. You know we like to keep it real here. Do you guys ever think that sometimes girl zombies can be, like, kind of... You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Let's just keep playing the game. Oh, Jesus! That was a lot. Press X to interact. Go through the window. Yes. I didn't even say anything. You guys don't know what I was about to say. What 1 week of no fighting will do to an MFer. Uh-oh. Ah! Oh, shotgun straight away? Ooh, meaty sounding shotgun. Shotgun ammo by 6. I'll take it. Let's say. Or when I press A to reload weapon. Got it. Oh.
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
Loud. Sick. Okay, I turned down the dessert notification, the description notification. Ooh, physics. Oh, I like how this game feels. There's an insurance plan, a card, and a letter here. Mr. Guy, illegible because of blood. Unfortunately, we are unable to cover the costs of your hospitalization as the worksite accident was caused by improper handling of equipment. The investigation found that the propane tanks used to dry the underground area were not properly sealed after use, which directly caused the incident. As the operator responsible, this constitutes a violation of the insurance agreement. Details regarding the appeal process are attached. Accident? How long was I out for?
That's right, boys.
Cards.
Mondo cool.
Time to go hard into Gunpla? Maybe so. So I think this is the original. Yeah, this is my bed. So I went out this window. Memory's fuzzy. Was this bed in this room before? So far, this feels really solid. I'm pretty impressed with it. I think the only thing is in a low poly horror game like this, the game does have to do a lot to stand out because low poly horror games are kind of a dime a dozen right now. But everything about it... Everything about it, like, I'm feeling... Elevator got stuck in the basement. Door is locked. There is a card reader. Oh, a little animation goes a long way. Okay, but before I go out there, I think there's another room down here. Locked. We gotta go this way. Is this using tank controls? Absolutely.
Hey! You there! I see you!
Hello?
Listen, the elevator's stuck. You need to use the stairs.
What? Who are you?
I'm an employee here. I'm trapped in the basement.
What is going on here?
Try to reach the exit. I'll see you there.
Wait, Shit.
Oh, we got some good save room music going on here. I have some quite controversial takes on the best save room music. Like, people always say, like, Resident Evil 4, and it's great. That is a great save room theme, no doubt. It would not be top of the line for me. You want to know my two favorite save room themes? Oh, right, okay. Code Veronica. Oh, she's... Code Veronica and Resident Evil Dead Aim are both god tier save room themes. RE remake? Nope. Oh, they're coming in from the window. Got it. Like they are sleeping. Person isn't. Medical miracle. Agnes Hopkins suffered from lymphonia and had been in a coma for 4 years. In search of new treatment options, she was transferred to the newly added oncology wing at Flint Peak Hospital, where she miraculously woke up early on the morning of December 12th. I didn't know where I was, all I knew was how good I felt. There are now 7 patients who have miraculously come out of a coma in the last 2 weeks. Well, I feel like I know how all that ended. And the answer is not great. So many empty hospital beds. Uh-oh. Sure hope there aren't any zombie children in there. It'd be a shame if I had to take out some zombie kids. That's for damn sure. Automatic. This one. Locked card reader. Oh no wait. Please calibrate the X-ray emission. Oh, I can kind of see what's happening. So, I have to get the contrast. Contrast up. What happens? Drop. Little more. Little more. We're so close. There we go. X-ray room unlocked. And it looks like someone stabbed themselves with some kind of foreign body. X-ray room here. I'm going to say that I don't like that very much. Breathing? Bed is missing skill.
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
From CBQG with a $5 super chat. Favorite indie survival horror game of all time? I'm partial to Crow Country. Crow Country's a good one. Favorite indie survival horror? I mean, my real answer to that is probably Fear and Hunger. But Crow Country is great. Detention, I would say, is kind of pushing it in terms of indie survival horror. Witch's House is... I guess it just depends on how specific you mean by survival horror, you know? Middle-aged male found unconscious with several growths on head and torso. Ultrasound inclusive. Lead to X-ray as metal foreign object was discovered. Okay, so this dude has something we need, but we need to find a wheel. That's interesting. Locked from the other side. Power. Yeah, I have like 1 bullet left. Hell yes. I like this bathroom a lot. This is a real shining ass bathroom. Hello, John. What's this cool game here? This is Phase 0 we're currently playing. And yeah, pretty rad so far. Oh, shite. Oh, because of the fucking magnets in the thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to get in here, turn it off. Come on. Come on. That's cool. I've never seen, like... Okay, super obvious little puzzle, but I've never really encountered that before in a survival horror. And it's just the wheel. Excellent. I'm kind of tempted to kill that zombie, but my survival horror instincts are telling me no. Now, let's get you fixed up, darling. Everything's gonna be just fine. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I'm not equipped. Not equipped. Best, okay, someone's putting Dino Crisis as the best, forward as the best save room theme. Look, we're just gonna have to do a save room theme off in a little bit, okay? I like that. Yeah. Okay, I think that should be all of them. Oh, someone's still alive. That's okay. Settle down now, everybody. There's enough of heaven's light for you all! Uh-oh. Oh, this is not good. Okay, Huh. I feel like this isn't where we should have this thing. But it kinda seems to be. Oh, God, I know what we have to do. Oh, this is not going to be pleasant. Game fucking rules. Oh god. With caution. Now I'm fine. Second. That one we. Oh, good reception. Love me a good hotel or hospital reception or an hotel reception.
Hello? You still there?
Unfortunately. I'm Alex, by the way.
I'm here, Alex. I made it to the reception.
Can you get to the exit?
No, the way's blocked.
There must be a way around. Call me if you need anything.
It's weird that there's still. Oh. I'm gonna say it's weird that we still need the card reader for stuff. I wonder, is that a demo thing? Because we had to use the card to get out of the first room, which makes me feel like that it's kind of invalid after that, or at least obsolete. But it could be the kind of thing where there's a more intricate lock system in the full game. I don't know. Ah yes, the classic survival horror tradition of easily scalable barriers. So let's head back up and see what we can. Kind of can't wait for the full release of this. Yeah, it seems cool. Oh. What is this monstrosity? I'm just gonna, yep. Doesn't matter what that was. Don't need it. Don't want it. Open. I think this is where we already were. Have pretty much entirely okay. What bollocks? Back there, and yeah, there's a room that we haven't checked. Is it just not that? Cool. That's the starting room. Okay, let's go upstairs and see. John, what is the most absurd use of a simple barrier that a person could move that is impossible in a video game? I mean, it's gotta be the Dark Souls 2 one, right? There's that Dark Souls 2 barrier that's basically like the progress blocker for the entire game. You have to collect a bunch of pendants for, and it's like a waist-high wall.
Billy 4T was playing this a few minutes ago. What a beautiful game. Also hope you are doing better.
Thank you, Billy B42. Get it. Guys, are you hearing the sub notifications? Yes, okay, cool. Oh, nothing, huh? You need you need the souls of the greatest beings in this realm, or climb over this rock. I don't know. That's what it feels like, though. Anytime I've had to use cut in Pokemon, it's like that tiny tree is clearly enough for me to step over. True, that's a good one. That's a good one. Dig around a little early here. Clock's ticking and making me feel at ease. No.
Hey, Alex. You work here, right? You know any codes?
Codes?
There's a keypad in the staff room. I need the code.
It's 3-8.
3-8 what?
3-8.
You're breaking up.
Staff phone.
Damn! He said 3-8 and something about a staff photo.
Okay. Okay, so 3891, it can't be that simple. Okay, I guess it's that simple. Ah, yes. That cover of the Sum 41 album also had a dramatic effect on me when I was a teenager. Do we get clothes? Those look like they would fit me. That framing. Okay. Go through the hidden door. Well, actually, shit, we should have actually looked from there. Blink 182 album. Yes, it is. Cool. Cool. Not bothered by that at all. Dead. Bullets came straight through. What happened here? Killed by bullets. Or more precisely, by a gun. Held by a person! I can see the hospital rule and screams. This isn't our friend, is it? I don't think so. I think our friend was outside. Shit's getting weird very quickly, and I'm curious to see where this is going. Okay. Alright, so. This is fine. This is fine. Who cares? Whatever. I don't mind. It's cool. It's all good. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with potentially being inside a giant monster. Different somehow. Yeah, this is different. This is indeed different. Oh, no! I don't like it! I don't like it! I thought we were just doing Zambambos. I don't know what these creatures are. Oh, no. No! Thank you for the raid. Hortius the Dwarf. Appreciate it. It's an operating room. Why is it underground? What were they doing here? I need to get out. I am shocked at the amount of backgrounds in this thing. Cool. I guess I just gotta take an elevator with this guy. Sure hope he doesn't, do anything nightmare. Oh. Crypt research continues. Although the crypt beneath Flint Peaks Church of St. Rush was opened some time ago, the research is taking longer than expected. While the crypt opening has sparked great interest among locals, the church remains partially closed and no reopening date has been announced. Sealed for the past 100 years, the crypt has long been regarded as a local curiosity. Father Richard Penwell, that's a fucking evil name if ever I did hear one, informs the Congresswoman, informs the congregation that due to ongoing work in the church, daily mass will be held at 6 p.m. only. Richard, I hope you're safe. That I don't understand. What is this? Is that just a pair of legs? Oh, thank God. A normal
Hey! I can see you!
Oh, thank God. Another live human.
Here! Help me out! What? Wait! You can't just leave me here.
Damn, our main character is a stone cold motherfucker. Oh, that's far. Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. It's too far. Ah, God damn it. Come on, get out of there, get out of there. Oh, it's genuinely, like, this is kind of hard to control because it's so far away. What the fuck? Why? Oh. Coming soon. Oh, is this a different protagonist? Oh, I love that environment.
Phase 0.
Wishlist on Steam. Wishlist that shit, guys. That was cool. That was really, really cool. A woman in my game. Okay, guys, we don't know. We don't know that Woke did this. Okay, so let's not freak out too quickly. But yeah, no, that was rad. That was rad. Yeah, I think there was a couple of interesting things there. It felt like Resident Evil Light. And I don't mean that in a bad way. What I feel like is that like the puzzle mechanics in that were so simple, it nearly felt like not quite the point. And what I'm really interested to see is that like we were progressing through the horror so quickly there. So like in Resident Evil, it's like, you know, you spend like 70% of the original game fighting just zombies, and then you graduate to the like the hunters, or, you know, stuff like that. We went so quickly from zombies to being inside what felt like a giant monster that it really makes me wonder what the progression of that game is going to be like and how quickly we're kind of going to get through it. But yeah, Phase 0, I thought that was fucking cool. Go wish list that game, guys. Seriously, please do go. Let's help these indie developers out because they made a cool thing. Okay, guys, the great save room discussion. Let's do this. I heard someone say earlier that the Dino Crisis save room is pretty sick music, so let's give this a try. Dino Crisis save room music. Okay, here we go. Big Coffee 8341. John, have you ever seen the video Ghost Bleed, the biohorror, the parody of the fake Resident Evil like game, and it's absolutely hilarious in capturing that feel? Big Coffee, I wrote the book on Ghost Bleed, and I really mean that. Give me 1 second. Okay. The Bizarre World of Fake Video Games by Super Eyepatch Wolf. You can see that. Page 67. Ghost Bleed. I literally wrote the book on the game you just recommended. Bizarre World of fake video games available at hollow-press.net. I think they restocked that recently. Let me see if it's available. Yes. Yes, in both English and Italian, it is available. Special edition still sold out, but yeah. Anyway, Dino Crisis music. Okay, let's see how we go here. How long have you waited to do that? Lol. That was just that was pure luck of the universe. Okay, here we go. Can you guys hear this? Maybe not. Okay, give me one sec. Okay, you guys should be able to hear the same for music now. Give us your sales pitch. Hey, listen. We sold a lot of them books. I ain't sales pitching shit. Okay? Okay, here we go. Oh. Oh my. Tension in a save room theme. Give me some comfort. Give me some comfort. Oh, a little bit there. A little bit there. Bring it in. Come on, bring it in. It's good. It's real good. Hey, John, have you heard about Wonder Star? I don't know that I have. Oh, what? Oh, this looks cool. Is it out? This looks kind of cool. Interesting. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, but look, I want to do I want to listen to some save room music here. Okay. Let's go back to Dino Crisis. Wait, what the fuck was that? What the fuck did I just see? Did I just see something FLCL related? Maybe not. Okay. So So is this it the whole way through? Okay, I like it. I like it. It's a little more tense than I think I like for my save room music. Someone suggested Resident Evil 3 save room music. Good. It's good. No question. Ori 4's save room theme can't be topped in my mind. Not the remake. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's not my favorite. Signalis save room theme. Yeah, this would not be top tier for me. Okay, this is the Signalis save room theme. Oh. Damn, listen to that. Okay, you guys, sorry, I'll turn it up for you guys. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Out of phase on the Parasite Eve OST. Oh, I have. It seems I have listened to this before. Yeah, banger. Fucking banger ass save room theme. You kidding me? Jesus. Great shit. Great shit altogether. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? Maybe we should pick up breakdancing instead. Maybe. White Dad at BBQ moves. Hey, listen. Ori 7 save room? Okay. Oh, yeah, this is a good save room theme. We already did Signals the save room theme. I'm so conflicted about Parasite Eve. So much of it is so cool, but then there's some massive jank in its balance. I completely agree. I love Parasite Eve, and I wish it was a better video game. And it is a good video game, but if it was a great video game combined with that aesthetic and that soundtrack, you would have an all-timer, legendary video game. So John, what do you think about the Beatles? I don't like the Beatles. I never understood the appeal. I don't get them. I'm sorry, everyone. I know people love them. I think my problem with this save room theme is it doesn't really go anywhere. But I love Parasite Eve 1 gameplay. Me too. I do love it. I just think they could have done more with it. Okay. Okay, let's listen to the Resident Evil Code Veronica save room music. I didn't play Parasite Eve 2 yet. It's you know what it is, chat? It's gentle. It's tender, gentle save room theme. And that's important, because this game's a fucking nightmare. This game's really hard. You only like that one because it sounds like the Twin Peaks OST. Joko say, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Watching this muted while riding the bus has been wild.
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
Okay, guys, look. I'm gonna play you my favorite save room theme of all time from Resident Evil Dead Aim. Most of you are gonna be like, why? Why is it this? I'm gonna say 70% of you are gonna have that reaction. And look, I don't mean to be aggressive here. You're fucking basic. And you need to let the conversation play out between the other 30% who will get it immediately, okay? I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult you. I love you guys. I love all you. I love all my little cuties in the chat. But I'm just being real here, okay? Here is the Resident Evil Dead Aim theme. One of my favorite pieces of music of all time. Get ready. I know people ask, why is it just that one riff and nothing else? Because it doesn't need anything else! Fucking beautiful ass piece of music. Oh, it's so good. Have you used this in a video? I feel like I've heard it before. I've used it in like 8 videos. Is the rest of the what is the rest of the Resident Evil Dead aim OST?
That's right, boys. Mondo Cool.
What the fuck is this? This is apparently the Resident Evil Dead Aim soundtrack introduction. Okay. What is this soundtrack? This sounds like a Danganronpa song. Okay, look, guys, it's not a save room theme. I want to introduce you to one of the other greatest pieces of music in video games that no one knows about, right? Okay. There's a game called D4. And D4 is a weird-ass game from a weird-ass guy. Not Diablo 4. This was Dark Dreams Don't Die, okay?
Memories of that day. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died.
Look for D.
David, everything shipshape?
I'm tired. I was about to go to sleep.
Sleep? You look ready for a coffin.
Okay. I'm gonna mute it. Just look at how weird this game looks. Look at how strange this game looks. Would you believe that this song, this game has maybe the greatest menu music of all time? I've never played this game. I really should. I wonder, is there like a way we could play it? Because I love this dude's shit. This is Deadly Premonition guy. Not Suda51. Swery? I've never played this, and I bet it's wild. Yeah, it's a weird fucking game. And now I wanted to separate the music from the trailer because I just want us to enjoy it without distraction together, chat. Excuse me. Okay, get. I swear to God, I'll get like. Okay, look. There's gonna be a couple of you. You're not gonna get it, and there's a couple of you in the chat. You're about to have your fucking bollocks blown off by this song, right? So get ready. Listen to that! Listen to that! We're all gonna be okay, chat. Everything's gonna be just fine. That song, I was listening to one of your videos and heard this. Thank you, DZ89. Thank you, Grey TV. CBQ34, thank you for the $5. Big Coffee, thank you for the $5. Wait for it to kick back in. Wait for it to kick back in. We're all gonna make it. We're all gonna be okay. No matter what life throws at us, we can continue. We can move forward. We can find that happiness again. You just gotta last long enough till you have your day on the beach. And it might not even be that far. It might not even be that far. Everything will be Daijobu. It'll all be okay. As long as we're here together, believing in each other. This song is called Dark Dreams Don't Die, the original soundtrack of D4. Everybody, thank you for joining me for this week's stream. I wish you a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time. Well, not next time, because I have to get an operation next week, but the week after, I'll be back, and we'll make it to our new future together.